Have you ever felt like your boss has a special talent for driving you up the wall? You're not alone. Many of us find ourselves gritting our teeth, wondering how to cope with a superior whose actions seem beyond frustrating. But what if I told you that ancient wisdom holds the key to liberation? Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, has something vital to say about control and acceptance. Let's dive deep into how his insights can help you reclaim your peace of mind, no matter how chaotic your work environment seems. When your boss's demands become overwhelming, it's natural to wish you could change their behavior. However, Epictetus reminds us of a crucial distinction. While we can control our actions and reactions, we cannot control others. This understanding is liberating. By focusing on what we can control, our response, we free ourselves from the futile effort of trying to manage someone else's behavior. Instead of wishing for a different boss, redirect your energy to adapting your mindset. With this shift, you gain power over your emotions, creating a buffer against external chaos. Remember, the only true control you have is over your perception and choices. It's easy to view your boss's actions as personal attacks. Yet, what if you considered them differently? Epictetus encourages us to see challenges as opportunities for growth. This mindset change doesn't mean ignoring harmful behavior, but rather reframing how you allow it to impact you. Ask yourself, how can the situation help me develop resilience or patience? By seeing difficulties as stepping stones, you transform from a victim of circumstance to a proactive participant in your own development. This perspective shift is not just philosophical. It's a practical tool for navigating daily work encounters with more grace and less stress. Acceptance is not about resignation, it's about recognition. Epictetus teaches that accepting what we cannot change is a strength, not a weakness. This doesn't mean letting go of aspirations for improvement, but accepting that the present moment is exactly as it should be. When faced with an overbearing boss, practice acknowledging the reality without added drama. Acceptance opens the door to strategic thinking. It allows you to consider your options calmly and make informed choices about how to proceed, whether it's setting boundaries, seeking mentorship, or even considering a career change. Acceptance sets the stage for empowered action. Emotional resilience is your secret weapon in a challenging workplace. Epictetus advises that our interpretations create our reality. By nurturing emotional resilience, you cushion yourself against your boss's unpredictability. Start by identifying emotional triggers at work and practice mindfulness to remain centered. Regular self-reflection and journaling can reinforce this practice, helping you understand deeper emotional patterns. Over time, you build a mental fortress that enables you to handle stress with grace. Resilience isn't about avoiding challenges, but facing them head-on with a composed mind. This internal stability is your anchor, ensuring you thrive no matter the external pressures. While acceptance and resilience are crucial, action remains vital. Epictetus believed in taking responsibility for one's life path. In the workplace, this might mean initiating open conversations with your boss about expectations and boundaries. It could involve seeking professional development opportunities to enhance your skills and confidence. By taking proactive steps, you not only improve your work experience, but also communicate your value and needs effectively. Remember, action grounded in self-awareness and strategic thinking is powerful. It propels you towards a fulfilling career, even when faced with challenging personalities. Use Epictetus's wisdom to guide these actions, turning philosophical insight into tangible progress. Epictetus is famous for introducing the concept of the dichotomy of control. This idea is simple yet powerful. There are things you can control and things you cannot. When your boss is being difficult, it's crucial to realize that their behavior falls into the latter category. You can't control their mood, their management style, or their decisions. What you can control is your response to them. Recognizing this fundamental truth can be liberating. It shifts the focus from trying to change others to adjusting your own reactions. This perspective doesn't mean you become passive. Instead, it empowers you to choose how you engage with challenges, reducing the emotional toll of external events. Acceptance is not synonymous with apathy. When Epictetus advises accepting what you cannot control, he's not suggesting you roll over and simply endure. Rather, acceptance is an active choice. It's about acknowledging the reality of a situation without letting it consume you emotionally. When your boss makes life difficult, practice accepting the fact without letting it disturb your peace. Implement this by setting boundaries, both mentally and, if possible, in practice. Create a mental space that your boss cannot invade, where your peace of mind remains intact. This doesn't mean you don't care about your work, but rather, you care more about how you choose to experience and react to your environment. Reflection is a powerful tool recommended by Stoics such as Epictetus. After a challenging encounter with your boss, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what exactly about this situation is within my control? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? Reflection helps you step back and gain clarity. It allows you to view the situation from a detached perspective, reducing its emotional impact. Use this practice to identify patterns in your boss's behavior and your reactions. Over time, you'll develop a more resilient mindset, seeing these challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Detachment is about creating a buffer between your inner state and external chaos. According to Epictetus, the key to tranquility is detaching your sense of self-worth and well-being from things you cannot control. When your boss is critical, remind yourself that their opinion does not define your value. Practice focusing on your efforts and intentions rather than external validation. This doesn't mean you ignore feedback. Instead, you learn to take constructive criticism without taking it personally. Detachment nurtures resilience, helping you maintain a calm, centered presence, even in the face of unreasonable demands or criticisms. Finally, Epictetus encourages us to act with intentionality. This means being deliberate about your actions and decisions. In dealing with a challenging boss, identify what you can do to improve the situation. Can you communicate more effectively? Is there a way to manage your workload better? Intentional actions are those aligned with your goals and values, not reactions driven by stress or frustration. By focusing on what you can do, you reclaim your power. You become an active participant in your work environment, shaping your reality rather than being shaped by it. Remember, intentionality is about making choices that protect your peace while pursuing your personal and professional growth. Epictetus famously taught that the key to a tranquil life is understanding what is within our control and what is not. This principle is known as the Dichotomy of Control. You have control over your thoughts, actions, and reactions, not your boss's behavior or decisions. Imagine the time and energy saved if you stopped trying to change your boss and instead focused on how you respond to them. When you recognize the boundaries of your control, you can focus on improving your work performance and emotional resilience. This isn't about surrendering to a bad situation. It's about empowering yourself to manage your response to it. By concentrating on what you can control, you shield yourself from unnecessary stress and anxiety, making your work environment much more bearable. So, your boss just dropped a mammoth project on your desk at 4 p.m. on a Friday. Before you let frustration cloud your mind, remember Epictetus's advice. It's your response that matters. You can choose to complain, become resentful, or even shut down. But how does that serve you? Alternatively, you can approach the situation with a mindset of growth and resilience. Use this as an opportunity to demonstrate your problem-solving skills and composure under pressure. By altering your reaction, you often change the outcome. Remember, a calm mind can navigate rough seas much more effectively than a stormy one. So, take a deep breath, reassess the situation, and respond in a way that aligns with who you want to be, not who the situation tries to make you. Perfectionism is a common trap many of us fall into, especially when dealing with demanding bosses. You might think that if you get everything just right, you'll finally earn approval. But Epictetus would remind you that external validation is outside your control. Instead of striving for perfection, aim for excellence. Excellence means doing your best with the resources and time available to you, without sacrificing your mental health. By letting go of the need for perfection, you free yourself from the constant pressure that comes from trying to meet impossible standards. This shift in mindset can alleviate stress and allow you to deliver quality work without burning out. Remember, excellence without burnout is the real win. Integrating mindfulness into your work routine can significantly help in managing stress from difficult situations or people. Mindfulness means staying present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When your boss's actions are starting to get to you, pause for a moment. Take deep breaths and bring your attention to the present. This practice can break the chain of automatic reactions and help you respond more thoughtfully. It allows you to detach from stressors and see them for what they are, temporary challenges, not life sentences. By maintaining this awareness, you can maintain your equilibrium and respond to your boss with clarity and calmness. It's essential to set healthy boundaries, even if it seems daunting in a work environment, Epictetus would encourage you to communicate your limits with clarity and compassion. This isn't about confrontation, it's about self-respect. Start by acknowledging your workload and expressing your capacity honestly. Use I statements to convey how certain demands impact your performance. For example, I can complete this task for you, but I'll need an extension on the deadline to ensure quality. By doing so, you assert your needs while also showing your readiness to work collaboratively. Setting boundaries protects your well-being and helps establish a more sustainable work dynamic.